All right, good morning and welcome in to the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational, brought to you by UAMS on Natural State Sports. I am Steve Henson, and I am solo at the moment, so bear with us here with some of our camera shots until we get some of our folks here. But we are set and ready for baseball between the Robinson Senators and Marlow out of Oklahoma. So the first pitch in there for strike one. And the second one, same result. Strike two called. And that one makes its way to the backstop. On the mound for the Senators, Austin Herring, and batting Hudson Morgan here for Marlow, the Outlaws. I'm going to say he did offer it that one, so strike three called. That's our first out here of the morning. First one in there. Twan Osborne called a ball. Second pitch. Also a ball for Herring. And this ball ripped into right field and gone. A home run to get things started here for the Outlaws. And it is a 1-0 Marlow lead. This one hit. Third, and going to be retired. Two away here for Marlow. And do apologize for the delay here. We're trying to work through some of the issues with the Varsity Hype camera setup and how it ties into our cameras. And so right now, just trying to ensure that we got everything set and rolling for you. Count now to 1-1. That one misses from Herring, a 2-1 count. And 2-1 pitch right there for strike two. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the 2-2. And this one fouled, or swing and miss, and that's going to allow the runner to advance on the strikeout. So extra out here for the Outlaws.
Next up for the Outlaws, designated hitter number 10, A. Harris.
So now Harris will bat, the designated hitter. courtesy runner.
Number 12, Austin. Sorry, can't read it. Kobe.
What? What'd you say it was?
So 2 away. And the first one misses for ball 1. So Harris, the designated hitter, swings and misses at the second offering from Herring. Now 1-1. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Good stop. Back there behind the backstop for the Senator catcher. That'll keep the runner at first. Check the runner at first. Back safely. And this one, put it into play, but foul. Look out, camera operator over there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. And this one lifted out of play.
All right. Lollipops for foul balls. We're giving away lollipops for any foul ball return to the scorer's tent.
Now the pitch. That's in there for strike 3. And that'll do it for the Outlaws half of the first. Marlow with a home run. That's it. And they lead it 1-0 as the Senators headed to bat here in the bottom half of the first. The 9th annual Robinson Invitational on Natural State Sports, brought to you by UAMS. Welcome back. Nathan Johnston lead things off for the Senators in the bottom half of the first, trailing 1-0. And the first one on its way. The Marlow pitcher Damon Rush misses for ball 1. And second one misses high, 2-0. 2-0 count here to Nathan Johnston, the leadoff man for the Senators in the first. 2-0 on its way. Johnston lifts it. right side and going to be played there by the first baseman. So one away.
Next up, Hayden Humbaugh.
First one in there to Humbaugh. A strike. So 0-1 count. Now 1-1. Humbaugh watches that one. Count now at 2-1. And now missing again is Rush, and it is a 3-1 count. So Aiden Humbard well ahead. Time called here. And now the 3-1 pitch. Ooh, called a strike. I thought that was low. And now this one grounded, left side, played in fair territory and thrown across for the second out here of the first. A good play there by Marlow.
Next up for the Senators.
The Outlaws now 2 away here in the bottom half of the first. Senators still looking for their first base runner here. And the first one on its way. Rip foul. Strike one. Again, we appreciate you joining us here for the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational, presented to you on Natural State Sports, our friends at UAMS. First one on the way. See the pitcher, Austin Herring, misses. 1-0 here. Bottom one. Senators trail it 1-0 thanks to a solo home run in the first. That ball is ripped left field line, and a great catch out there by the left fielder.
First Sports Center top 10 player today.
As that one brought in, and a good looking play there.
Down in order, 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the second with the Outlaws leading 1-0.
1-0 Outlaws as we head to the second.
They're hot and ready, homemade.
Here on the Robinson, or on the Natural State Sports Network, as you're watching the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational. back out for his second inning of work. And the first one in there for a strike. Herring second. Misses outside, ball one. One pitch misses.
Next up for the Outlaws, first baseman, number 15, Jake Pettit.
Now the 1-1 pitch from Herring. That one foul out of play.
Lollipop time.
Jake Pettis batting for the Outlaws. As he trails in the count 1-2 and swing and a miss. And he'll be, well, thought he was tagged. Missed the tag, throws him out at first to complete the strikeout.
Next up for the Outlaws, number 14, third
And that'll be the
baseman,
second out
Blake
here
Ridley.
of the top half of the second. Good play down there by Humbard to go up and get that. And that pitch high for ball one from Herring. Blake Ridley bats, the third baseman for the Outlaws. And that pitch buried in there for a strike. The count goes to 1-1. 1-1 on the way from Herring in there for strike two. So a 1-2 count as Herring looks to work quickly through the second. Pitch on its way, swing and a miss, big hack. And now they'll tag him out.
Outlaws go down in order, 1, 2, 3 in the top of the second. We go to the home half of the second. 1-0 Marlow.
So 1-0 Outlaws as we'll head to the bottom half of the second. And we'll be back with more of the 9th annual Robinson Invitational presented by UAMS in just a minute. welcome back. And that ball ripped down the left field side, but foul for strike one. Herring bats here for the Senators. Trail this one 1-0. A solo shot in the first for the Outlaws. The difference right now. That one high, evens the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. That one fouled back into the screen. So Herring falls behind here, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And in the dirt. 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. And that one bounces. Drive the count full here. And now the 3-2 pitch. Herring stays alive. Tips that one. Now the payoff pitch. And that one fouled out of play. It's going to make its way well behind us. Count stays 3-2. Here to Herring. Three-two pitch in there. Strike three called.
Next up for the Senators, third baseman, number 25, Bridges Wedgeworth.
Bridges Wedgeworth will bat for the Senators. Wedgeworth, the third baseman. We get some more baseballs delivered to our home plate umpire. Now the first one to Wedgeworth, called a strike. Now the 0-1 bends in, misses. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch on its way from Rush. And lifted on the infield. Right here next to us. And that one makes its way into the stands next to us. That'll be the fastest recovered lollipop of the weekend, as that one landed right next to us. We've got some negotiations going on back here. And Herring watches that one for ball two. 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Herring lifts. And that one will get out of play. So Rush trying to get out of the inning without any damage. The 2-2 pitch That one fouled back into the screen. So now the 2-2 pitch. And this one fouled up. So we'll try the 2-2 again from Rush. And this one lifted. Second baseman calling for it. And he'll make the play. So second out of the second here.
Next up for the Senators, second baseman, number 1, G.K. Wright.
And now G.K. Wright will bat, right? In the starting lineup yesterday, but then was replaced in the first by Ben Jefferson. First one from Rush to Wright is low as our catcher couldn't find it. A little assistance from our home plate umpire. So 1-0 count as Rush delivers. And this one lifted left side. And that one will get out of play.
Three lollipops for anybody gets that one down the hill.
So 1-1 count, and that one misses for ball 2 from Rush. Now the 2-1 pitch hops back to the backstop. And somebody, I don't know if that's our umpire or what, but they are quite brave as they've got a Sonic drink right here on the turf next to the wall. And that one just about took that baseball head on. So I have a feeling that Sonic drink's not going to make it long. Oh, good pitch. Strike 2 there. So full count here. Second baseman G.K. Wright. Right, back in. And strike 3 called. And that'll retire the side for the Senators.
Senators go down in order.
They go down in order once again, and after 2,
complete,
Marlow Outlaws lead this one 1-0.
You've got relative.
Jackson Murray to lead things off here for the Outlaws in the third. And the first one in there for a strike. Herring's second delivery going to be foul. And an error by the third base coach. It's now 0-2. That one misses inside. Ball one. And that one inside. Just missed him. And count evens up at 2-2. Here to Jackson Murray. A 2-2 pitch from Herring. Swing and a miss. As Murray is retired.
Next up for Marlow, number 6, shortstop, Hudson Morgan.
And now back to the top of the order here for the Outlaws as Hudson Morgan bats. First one to Morgan, high, ball one. Strike. There's Morgan swings through that one, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch, high, right back here at the screen. Now the count 2-1. 2-1 pitch from Herring. Low, ball three. And that one well outside for ball four. So a base runner here for the Outlaws.
Next up for the Outlaws, left fielder, number 5, Wyatt Osborne.
Now Wyatt Osborne will bat. Morgan gets his lead. Not going. And that one misses outside for ball one. One and 0 on its way. That went in there for a strike. It's now the 1-1 pitch. That ball crushed right field and coming in and making the catch. Great play out there in right field by Mac Baxter. As that ball was stroked to right. And that'll be second out here of the third. And the Senators will try to retire the side. Great range there out of Baxter. Runner goes and safe. Clint Layden batting. Going in there for strike two as Herring trying to get out of the inning here. Now the 0-2 pitch. That ball ripped left center field and caught. Yeah, it's good range there.
For the Outlaws in the
Cohen rushing.
runs, no hits, and no errors.
Outlaws hitting it hard here early on, but that'll do it for the top half of the third. We'll be back in just a moment with the bottom half of the third as the Senators come to bat. Mac Baxter will lead off here for the Senators in the home half of the third. Watching the 9th annual Robinson Invitational on Natural State Sports, brought to you by our friends at UAMS. Senators gave up a solo home run in the first to the Outlaws. That's the only scoring so far. First pitch through the 5-hole of the catcher to the backstop for ball one. Now the 1-0 pitch, and that one low for ball two. Two 2-0. High, ball three. Baxter. 3-0 pitch misses. So ball four. And that'll be the first base runner for the Senators.
Next up for the Senators, left fielder number 20, Evan Hill.
So Evan Hill to bat. Hill. Bunt in the air, caught. And good base running over there by Baxter as he recognized and was back. So out number one here of the third.
Center fielder number 3, Cohen rushing.
So now rushing will bat. One away here in the bottom half of the third. Baxter at first. And hopping back. The first one to Rushing. Misses for ball one. I'll check on the runner back safely. And the 1-0 pitch. Dropped by the catcher, but able to scoop it up, keep Baxter from advancing. So count goes to 2-0. Well, the 2-0 pitch. That one in there for strike one. 2-1 here to Rushing. As Damon Rush trying to work around the first base runner he's had to deal with. Check on that base runner back safely. And runner goes. And Baxter safely into second. Now 3-1 count. Rushing. And he's got a runner in scoring position here. They sit somewhere in a gap, would score him. And ball four.
Next up for the Senators, shortstop, number 7, Nathan Johnston.
Now Nathan Johnston will bat. Runners at first and second. First one for Johnston, low. The 1-0 pitch, that one in the dirt. It's going to allow the runners to advance. And we're going to have a conversation here. The Outlaws coach wants to talk to his pitcher. So after the conversation, we'll see if Damon Rush is able to settle in. A 2-0 count here to Nate Johnston. Senators trail 1-0 here in the third after a solo shot back in the first for the Outlaws. 2-0 pitch in there for strike one. 2-1 pitch. This one hit right at third, scooped up across to first. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
Next up for the Senators, first baseman, number 10, Aiden Humbard.
Aiden Humbard a bat. Two away in the third. First one to Humbard. High ball one. Now time called. Battery mate will have a quick conversation. And now one broken up. So now the 1-0 pitch. That ball is hammered left field, going back at the wall. Kiss it goodbye. Home run for Austin Humbard, a 3-run shot. And just like that, the Senators take a 3-1 lead in the third.
Next up for the Senators.
What a piece of hitting there by Austin Humbard. As he got that ball right down the middle and deposited in left center. And Senators lead this one 3-1. Now Brady Blackwell to bat. Blackwell, the designated hitter. Swing and a miss. And that one punched out to right. It'll get down. And the 2-out rally continues here for the Senators as Blackwell reaches.
Next up for the Senators, the pitcher, number 36, Austin Herring.
And now the pitcher, Austin Herring, will try to help his cause. Herring fouls that off. Now the 0-1 pitch to Herring. Blackwell at first. And that one in the dirt, but stopped by the catcher. It's a good play there. 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. And that ball is ripped but foul. Now the 1-2 pitch high. Ball 2-2 to Herring. I want to say thanks for joining us here for the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational on the Natural State Sports Network and presented by our friends at UAMS. And now 2-2 pitch. That one grounded, left side, scooped up by the third baseman across to first. And that'll retire the side, but not before the Senators do damage. A 3-run home run by Austin Humbard. And the home team leads this one 3-1 as we head to the 4th. We'll be back with more of the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational, brought to you by UAMS.
They're going to crank up the snow coating machine. It's unheard of before.
All right, we are back here. First pitch to Jackson Moore to lead off the 4th was a ball. And that one misses high. Herring's 1-2 pitch. Just didn't break enough. And count goes to 2-2. That one tapped foul. Jackson Miller stays alive on that one, so 2-2. Again, we are trying to work through a few things here this morning, so I do apologize. Things are a little choppy, but we're getting rolling and getting things caught up here this morning. That ball fouled back into the screen. Trying to do a few camera switches. The Varsity Hype setup here is fantastic, especially for ease of live streaming these games for the Senators throughout the season. But our ability to tie into it created some latency issues yesterday. And I don't know if you guys, as the viewer, noticed the delays in some of the cameras. What it was a big difference between our cameras and the Varsity Hype cameras. And swing and a miss. Now to complete the strikeout with a throw down, and it gets into right field. And they're going to call him out. They're going to say, I think the base runner was outside of the baseline. And so now a discussion going to ensue here between the Outlaws head coach and our home plate umpire. And I don't know that he is really agreeing with the home plate umpire's assessment. And the conversation continues. And judging by that walk away, I'm going to say he is not quite in agreement with what our home plate umpire had to say. But it is an out regardless. And so one away here in the Outlaw half of the fourth. And that one grounded. As GK Wright makes the play, retires Harris on one pitch, and that's efficiency right there out of Herring. So 2 away. Now the right fielder bats. First one to him was a strike. Second one low, ball 1. This one lifted. It's going to be playable for Wedgeworth. And Wind playing with it, but he goes and gets it. Tough catch there as the wind is swirling around here once again. The home of the Senators.
That does it for the top of the fourth.
That'll do it for the top of the fourth. A good, efficient inning there.
After 3.5, 3-1.
Efficient inning there for Austin Herring. So that'll do it for our top half of the fourth. We'll head to the home half of the fourth as our conversation continues between the Outlaws coaching staff and our umpire crew. But we'll head to the bottom of the fourth here at the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational. Welcome back. As first 2 here called balls. And then a swing and a miss there for Wedgeworth. And again, as you could see during the break, that conversation continued between our home plate umpire and the Outlaw coaching staff. That one high for ball 3. And I'll be honest, I wasn't able to watch exactly what happened during the play, but I will say our home plate umpire and the Outlaw coaches quite a leash there to argue their point, as both coaches were pretty adamant with their frustrations. Now that one ripped left side and down for a base hit. So Wedgeworth gets things started here for the Senators in the home half of the 4th. And now it'll be G.K. Wright to bat.
Next up, second baseman, number 1, G.K. Wright.
That one ripped right field. That one's going to make its way all the way out to the wall. Wedgeworth going to be held at third. Wright cruising into second with a double here in the 4th, and the Senators have got things working with 2 on, nobody out. Start things out.
Number 19, Mac Baxter.
So now to be Mac Baxter. So Baxter steps in. First one to him. Called strike 1. Good pitch there from Damon Rush, starting pitcher here for the Outlaws. Now the 0-1 pitch from Rush. And this one popped up near the first base dugout and caught there for out number 1.
Next up for the Senators, left fielder, number 20.
Good
Evan
play there
Hill.
for Jake Pettis to get the first out here in the bottom half of the 4th. Now Evan Hill will bat. Rush looking to work quickly. First one on the way. Low for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. That one low as well, ball 2. So 2-0 to Evan Hill. And again, wind shifting around on us. It's going to do that throughout the day. Could get quite gusty as we get to the afternoon and the winds start to shift. It's going to get much cooler by this evening. 2-0 pitch, bunt, and that bunt straight back here at us. So 2 balls and a strike here to Hill. Hill in there and ready. And Rush ready to deliver. 2-1, hit him. So Hill on, and now the bases are loaded for Cohen Rushing.
Cohen Rushing.
Now time, Rushing wants a little added explanation here. And he gets that explanation, and now he'll make his way back into the box. Now the first one to rushing. We got a suicide squeeze, and it is fouled back. And the pitch was high, which made it that much more difficult to get that laid down. Senators going to play a little small ball here. So far, it's been all long ball, as the only hit of the day for the Outlaws was a solo shot back in the first. And the Senators with a 3-run shot in the third by Austin Humbard. And now they'll check both runners and see if they still. I tell you, that Outlaws coach is fiery down there in their dugout. So now the 0-1. This one ripped right back up the middle. Bobbled, rushing, safe at first. As the run scores. And now runners at the corners with 2 away as the lineup will flip back to the top.
Next up for the Senators, the shortstop, number 7, Nathan Johnston.
So Johnston to bat. Tell you what, you get a ball up to right field, it's going to carry. Wind blowing at our backs right now, and that's going to be the general direction, I believe, of our wind as it continues to turn today. And it swirls quite a bit in this park. We do sit in a valley kind of between 2 mountains, so it will swirl. But I think today is going to be one of those days where the ball could fly quite well to center and right as this front moves through and continues to turn the wind to the north. And now the runner goes. And gonna be safe as the ball squirts off into center. And just like that, the Senators lead it 5-1. Tell you, our Marlow Outlaws head coach, he is frustrated. I think that's more than anything goes back to that call in the last inning. And now they hit a ground ball right at him. By the way, the saga of the Sonic drink, it has lost its battle as it has been knocked over. I think actually it was the wind and the towel that knocked it down, but it may still be about half full over there. Now time called as I think a baseball got loose out in left field. Or something. Yeah, baseball loose down there, so they'll throw that in. So Johnston with a chance. Drive in a 6th run here for the Senators. A 3-spot in the 3rd, and now a chance at a 3-spot in the 4th with 2 already across with 2 away. Johnston laying down the bunt, but it will go foul. Trying to sneak his way on base and get Austin Humbard back to the plate. Humbard hit the 3-run bomb last inning. Aiden, thank you. I think I do that every time, too. And Johnston back up the middle, and that'll get through. So that'll score the 3rd run of the inning. As Cohen Rushing scores.
Next up for your
And the wheels falling off here for the Outlaws in the middle innings. Now Aiden Humbard will bat. Humbard with the big fly in the third as he absolutely put a charge into one. And no doubter. We'll see if he can do it again. It's Aiden, who was sitting behind us after their game yesterday, dealing with cramps. Looks like he's good and stretched out this morning. That first one low for ball one, so 1-0. Not where you want to be here if you rush. I'll check on Johnston over at first again. He's safe. Humbard feeling good today, and last thing you want to do, fall behind him here early in the count. 1-0. Runner goes, and the ball flipped right out of the glove of our catcher. And so 1-1 now the count, as was a strike. Aiden Humbard. Count even at 1-1. Johnston in scoring position. And that one low for ball two. Now the 2-1 pitch. And that one going to make its way up onto the hill there. Now count even at 2-2. So now the 2-2 pitch to Humbard. Johnston running, and that one hung up there. Shortstop comes in, makes the play, throws a cross, and the ball was out of the glove of the first baseman. So score the run as Johnston hustling around third. He scores, and the inning continues here for the Senators as they take a 7-1 lead.
Next up for the Senators, designated hitter number 8, Brady Blackwell.
And now the DH, Brady Blackwell, will bat. So Blackwell steps in. Humbard at first. And the first one, Blackwell low. Damon Rush has been knocked around here by the Senators. 7-1 ball game. 1-0 pitch, low, ball two. Now the 2-0 pitch. That breaking ball stays up, 3-0. So now the 3-0 pitch outside, ball four. Blackwell waited a moment just to make sure. But now the inning continues with runners at first and second, and now we will see a visit, and I would assume we're going to see a pitching change here from the Outlaws. We will wait. And we will. So we'll have a new pitcher. We'll tell you about the new pitcher here in just a moment when we get back at the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational on Natural State Sports, brought to you by UAMS. right, welcome back. New pitcher on the mound here for the Outlaws. First pitch is fouled back. The new pitcher for the Outlaws is going to be Austin Coberly. His first pitch, a strike. Here to Austin Herring. Coberly's pitch, lifted, foul out of play. So 7-1 ball game. Senators went down early in the first, a solo shot for the Outlaws. As they check on the runner over at first. Again, working through some technical issues here in our first game. We appreciate you guys joining us here for our 9th annual Robinson Invitational. But should have a couple good angles. We'll work on the color matching and all that good stuff for those of you who really pay attention to broadcast. And strike 3 called as a great pitch there from Coberly ties up Herring, and that'll do it for the 4th. However, Senators another big inning as they put another crooked number up. 4 runs in the inning, and they lead this one 7-1 as we head to the 5th. Welcome back. Robinson Invitational presented by UAMS. I'm Steve Henson. First pitch coming right back at us for ball 1. Actually, they're going to say it hit him. So free base. Oh, what is happening?
Next up, number 14, Blake Ridley.
Throw behind the runners, safe. So 3-1 the count. And that ball back up the middle. Johnston fields it. Across to first and double play. The unassisted double play for Nate Johnston. And that erases the base runner, and it's two-way now here.
Next up for the Outlaws, center fielder number
in
1,
the fifth.
Jackson Murray.
Murray, first one to him, high. And that one swung on and foul. So 1-1, 2 away here in the fifth. The Senators leading 7-1. And that one, no flinch. I'm too tired to flinch. At this point, I'd welcome the hit. And that ball is hit hard, left field, going back and gone. Second solo shot of the day for the Outlaws. And that'll make it a 7-2 ball game.
Next up for the Outlaws, shortstop number 6, Hudson Morgan.
So now back to the top of the order as Morgan will bat. And the first one to him outside for ball one. So 1-0 on its way. And check swing as it goes around. Strike one, 1-1. One high, 2-1. The 2-1. That one lifted deep center field, going back and into the wall. Is rushing and back-to-back jacks for the Outlaws. And it's a 7-3 ball game. Talked about it just a bit ago about the wind blowing out. I think we're going to see a lot of that here today. Yesterday, the ball didn't fly quite as well. Today, that ball is going to fly, and we've seen it already early.
Next up for the Outlaws,
Third home run of the morning.
left fielder Wyatt Osborne.
Started seeing a few fly out yesterday, although the one Max Holland hit last night, I think that ball would have been out of here in any wind conditions. Herring trying to battle back here. Strike one called there. Swing and a miss for strike two. Herring pitching like a pitcher who didn't like what happened to his last couple of pitches. Osborne awaits it, and that one hit him. Too far inside with that one, and so Tough count to hit a guy on, an 0-2 count.
Next up for the Outlaws, number 2, second baseman, Clint Layden.
So now Clint Layden will bat. And runner goes. Throw there, but just a hair late. Good throw down, just great jump there by the Outlaws. And so stolen base. And this one lifted. Will it stay in play? It will not. That one's going to make its way out of play. So
Lollipop time.
count now 1-1. Now Herring ready to bring it. 1-1 pitch on its way. Nope, they'll check the runner first. Two runs in here for the Outlaws on back-to-back home runs. Hit by pitch. Runner goes. Throw to third. And good job as Wedgeworth had to play catcher himself there and knock that one down. So keep the runner at third. These Outlaws trying to put some pressure on this Senator defense here. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2-2. Now Herring can get out of the inning with the limited damage of just 2 runs. 2-2 pitch. That one line. Look out. Well, that camera operator has. That camera guy's not in a good spot. That's twice now. So 2-2. Do it again. On its way. That one ripped. Going to be over short. That's going to score a run. As Layden singles. And it's a 7-4 game. Now Jackson Miller will bat.
For the Outlaws, catcher number 21, Jackson Miller.
Now the first one to Miller over his head. It's a good stop and not decide to throw through. It was a heck of a play there. Kyle Witten to go up and get that and nearly had an opportunity to throw the runner out. Probably made the right choice to eat that one. Let's see if Herring can settle in. There it is. Johnston, scoop, turns, throws across, and that'll retire the side. But a big inning for the Outlaws as they score 3 on 2 solo shots. And so after 4.5, Senators lead this one 7-4, the Robinson Invitational.
For the top of the fifth.
As we head to the bottom half of the fifth, the Wedgeworth, and he rips the first pitch he sees deep to left field off the base of the wall. Wedgeworth hustling into second with a stand-up double to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. And the Senators' hot hitting continues.
Next up for the Senators, second baseman, number 1, G.K. Wright.
So now G.K. Wright will bat. And the first one to Wright is a ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. That one ripped. Got it short. Runner goes. Throw is wide. And Wedgeworth into third as he gets away with that base running mistake.
Next up for the
So
Senators.
now runners at the corners for the Senators.
Number 19, Baxter.
As Mac Baxter will bat. So Baxter steps in. Senators lead at 7-4, but runners at the corners and nobody out here in the fifth. Looking for a third consecutive big inning. First one to Baxter, high, ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. This one grounded left side foul, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And they will not throw as Wedgeworth checked on him back. Now we'll try the 1-1 pitch. And instead, they'll check on the runner at first. They've got him caught in the run down. We'll see if they try to score Wedgeworth. And what a move by Wright. And did he get under it? No. They're going to say they got the tag on him. That's right. Nearly made a nifty little move there to get himself into second base, but instead, he is retired for the first out here of the inning. Now the 1-1 pitch. Still score a run here with a hit. Which one out. And that one ripped right back up the middle. That'll score a run. Wedgeworth scores. And it's an 8-1 ball game.
Next up for the Senators, left fielder number 20, Evan Hill.
So now Evan Hill will bat. 8-4 ball game now. Senators now scored 3 consecutive innings. And first one in there. Ooh, going to say ball 1. So 1-0, just one away here. Pitch to Hill. High and away, 2-0. Pitch, low, ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. And Hill watches that one for strike 1. Now the 3-1 pitch. Now check on the runner back safely. Again, checking the runner. Now the 3-1. High hopper. This could be trouble. Third baseman charges and showing off the cannon. As he'll get Hill at first for the second out of the inning. Does advance the runner to second.
For your Senators, center fielder number 3, Cohen rushing.
Impressive play there by Blake Ridley. He had to charge in to make that play and then shoot it across. So no chance at the double play. So now Cohen rushing will bat. First one to rushing. That ball ripped up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Another run will score as Wright turns, and he'll score without a throw. Now the ball got away initially, but out at second is rushing, but count the run. And it is a 9-4 lead for the Senators here as we close out 5 innings of play. We head to the 6th here at the 9th annual Robinson Invitational on Natural State Sports, brought to you by UAMS. Back to action here in our 6th inning as Harris leads things off and takes a strike. Herring back out there for the Senators. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded. Shortstop Johnston scoops it up across to first, out number 1. One away now here in the 6th quickly, and Herring working quickly.
Next up for Marlow, number 17, right fielder, Zimmer Offletter.
So Zimmer Offletter will hit, the lefty. First one to him from Herring, high, ball 1. Offletter, I'm not real sure. It's hard to read this lineup card that we were provided, so we have to get some handwriting classes for some of our coaches. Well, the 2-0 pitch, high and away, ball 3. That one in there for a strike. Herring approaching 100 pitches on the day. And the 3-1 pitch. Zimmer thought he had worked a walk. Instead, count goes full. Now the payoff pitch from Herring. Swung on, ripped. Right field, and a good catch out there in right by Mac Baxter.
Next up for the Outlaws, first baseman, number 15, Jake
Again, if you're
Pettit.
just joining us, we do apologize for some of the camera issues if you're noticing them. Do our best to make some changes between games. Trying to work feverishly throughout here as that one gets away for ball 1. It's Jake Pettis bats here for the Outlaws, but trying to make some changes here is a little bit of delay in the varsity hype setup compared to our network cams. There's a strike. And so trying to work through that. Plus, anything about cameras, the weather conditions today are going to be a little bit of an issue with the cloud cover coming and going. And that ball is hit hard center, but rushing camps out underneath it. So that'll do it for the top half of the 6th. Outlaws go in order. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th.
Pretty soon, the special lunchtime entree.
With the Senators leading this one 9-4 here at the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational. apologize. That ball hit left side, played across. That will retire the side as the Senators
That does it for the top
did
of the
have a
sixth.
big
Bottom of the sixth.
double,
No runs on one hit.
but
There
could
were
do
no
nothing with it.
Outlaw errors. We go to the
So
top
that
of the
will
seventh,
do
last
it
chance for the Outlaws. They trail 9-4.
for our sixth. We'll head to the seventh. The Senators leading this one 9-4. All right, welcome back as we are ready here for seventh inning. Senators leading big 9-4. Three big innings in the middle of this ball game. 3 runs in the third, 4 runs in the fourth, 2 runs in the fifth. And the Senators broke it open with a 9-4 lead. Ridley will lead off. New pitcher in for the Senators is Nate Johnston into the game. And his first pitch to Ridley misses outside for ball 1. That one fouled off. So time called. And that one misses. 2-1. So now the 2-1. Ball 3. Now the 3-1 pitch from Johnston outside, ball 4. So a base runner here for the Outlaws to start things off in the 7th. They need 5 runs. Keep this game going, at least send us to the bottom half. Otherwise, Senators will be 2-0 here at the Robinson Invitational. And again, we appreciate you guys for bearing with us through some of these technical issues here in Game 1. As we go throughout the day, we'll hopefully have everything matched up. Right now, our center field camera is quite a bit darker than our action cam here, but unfortunately, with the network lag issues we've had with the varsity hype cameras, those are even less usable. Johnston missing there. Jackson Murray hits here for the Outlaws. He went deep earlier with a solo shot, so got the power here to make this a 3-1 game as Senators lead it by 5. But Johnston right now struggling to find the zone as he has now missed with 6 of his first 7 pitches. Now the 2-0 from Johnston. That one misses. To the backstop it goes. And so now Coach Delaney will come out and have a conversation with Nate, as he has struggled here to throw strikes. We may see a pitching change. It looks like we will see a pitching change, so. So new pitcher for the Senators is going to be Aiden Humbard. So Humbard will get a few warm-up pitches in here, and we'll take a quick break while he does, and be right back here at the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational, brought to you by UAMS. Humbard now the pitcher for the Senators, as he will Try to get the final 3 outs of this one. Senators lead it 9-4, top 7. Johnston came in, walked 2. So runners at first and second. Hudson Morgan, the batter. Morgan also went deep, part of that back-to-back solo shots earlier. So now the 0-1. Good pitch. That one bends in for strike 2. Humbard filling up the zone here now for the Senators. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, third, scooped, touched third, across to first, double play. About the 5-3 unassisted double play. As G.K. Wright moved over to third, and what a play. So he got the force at third and then across to first. That's an impressive play there by G.K. Wright. He was sick yesterday, unable to play, so what a job. So 2 down now. The runner at second. Senators can finish this one off right here. First one misses for ball 1. Now Humbard settles in. Foul tip back to Witten for strike 1. So ball and a strike. And Humbard is a pitch away from helping the Senators improve to 2-0 here at the Robinson Invitational. 1-1. Lifted, right side, long run coming in and caught. Austin Herring out in right field came in and got it. And that's going to do it for this one. This one belongs to the Senators. Robinson improves to 2-0 here at the Robinson Invitational with a 9-4 victory over Marlow out of Oklahoma. The Outlaws knocked around in this one. Baseball is flying. Our next game up, come up in about 15 to 20 minutes, will be between the Valley View Blazers and the Staley out of Oklahoma. So stick with us on the Natural State Sports Network, as we'll have more baseball for you here in just a few minutes. Once again, you're watching the 9th Annual Robinson Invitational Natural State Sports, brought to you by UAMS. We'll see you here in just a bit.